Hey folks, it's Joel Ellison with Pinnacle Mountain Gunsmithing. I'm bringing to you a rifle I acquired quite recently. It's a very modern rifle, but I hope you'll enjoy. And we'll just take a look at some of the interesting parts of this rifle. It's a Savage Mark II. It's a bolt action, removable magazine, 22 long rifle, target rifle. And this particular one is equipped with nice diopter open sights. This particular one has a very small aperture here in the back, and it's adjustable for elevation. And there's your windage adjustment right there with this little knob. And out front we have a diopter-style sight. I'll show you that here in a minute in a little more detail. This barrel is very thick, very chunky, and it is free-floated from the stock. You can see the stock flexing right there. We have a detachable 5-round box magazine. It's just a little magazine release is just a little leaf spring back here, and that just holds 5 rounds. Presents them nicely into the chamber. And this rifle actually has something called controlled round feed, as well as a very nice accurate trigger, aka the Savage Accu trigger. We'll go ahead and break down some of the features and show you a little bit closer view of this rifle. Stand by. Alright, here we are out here on the bench. Let's start at the end. We have a very chunky barrel. I'm just doing the handheld. But yeah, it's very chunky. There's no taper, very little flex in it. The front sight is removable. It's got a nice little dovetail here on the top, and that is what an aperture sight looks like for a open sight target rifle like this. I'll show you a bit more about this in a minute. These inserts here are replaceable, and they do well for targets that are for specific target shooting disciplines. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Beyond the nice long 22-inch barrel, we have an action, and it's fed by this detachable 5-round box magazine. The bolt is very simple, very straightforward. No locking lugs on the forward end of the bolt. It just locks right on that bolt handle. The rear sight back here is also removable. We'll flip the rifle around so you can see how that works. Over here we have a little thumb screw, and you can use a screwdriver if you like to remove it. I just usually use my fingers because it's nicely knurled, but that just attaches onto a rail. You have multiple positions you can put it in. I always put it in the same one just for consistency's sake. The stock is pretty basic. It's just plastic. I could do a little bedding in this, but the effort required would be immense, and the extra results you would get would be minimal. So I probably will hold off on that for a moment. We are drilled and tapped up top for scope bases. Not that I need them, but we have our ejector in there, nice and simple. I'll take it out of the stock here in a minute, and we'll show you how it works. We'll get you another camera angle, and we'll be right back. Alright, I keep mentioning that word controlled round feed. I should see if I can't demonstrate what that looks like right here. Okay, so we have some dummy rounds in there, and I'm going to push the bolt forward slowly until I make contact. And do you see how the round just shot up straight from the magazine into the bolt face? You can see it's right on the bolt. And if I pull the bolt back, even though I haven't fully chambered it, it just ejects right out, and the next round is there. That way, alright, the bolt is completely in control of the round. From the second it leaves the magazine. That's just a kind of neat feature, usually something you find on very old school Mauser rifles, but it's kind of rare in this day and age. And we just push this one more round out, and boom. What, 2 more rounds? Boom, chamber, and out. All right, let me get a little slightly different camera angle, and we'll show you how to take this thing apart. Stand by. Okay, for general maintenance and field striping purposes, it's simple just to remove the bolt. First, make sure the safety is in the fire position, denoted by that red dot. And you can, I'm just going to set it down for ease of use. Open the bolt, make sure there's nothing on the bolt face, nothing in the chamber. And we're clear. And we're just going to pull the trigger all the way back with the bolt open. And the bolt slides right out. Very simple bolt. No locking lugs up front. It just locks on the bolt handle because it's 22. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Alright. And next, to disassemble the action from the stock, we have these 2 Allen head screws. I could use an Allen wrench, but I have this nice screwdriver nearby, so I'm going to use it. I haven't done a whole lot of experimentation with the torque on these bolts, but that can have an effect on accuracy. The effect is minimal, to say the least. Where you can just wiggle, and boom, our action falls out of the stock. And inside of the stock, there's not a whole lot else going on. These screws are kind of captive. There's one other screw here in the bottom, but that just holds on this plate. That's straight into the plastic. That's really all it's doing. Getting to our action. You see our magazine well right here. And that's all that's holding the magazine. These are available with 10 or even 20 round magazines, but a 5 rounder is all that ships with from the factory. Back here, move the camera real quick. There we go. We see our trigger mechanism. You do have to remove the stock in order to adjust the trigger. I'm not going to do that here on camera. There's plenty of other videos out there showing you how to do that. But it's pretty straightforward. That's our safety. And that's just biased by that little spring. From here, you can do pretty much all the maintenance you need, and there's really not a whole lot else to say about it. You can see the ejector is just fixed into the inside right there, and pretty much all the functional bits are right on this kind of raft-looking thing. The trigger is separate from that piece of sheet metal, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot to say. Good savage accuracy and good quality. Oh, one other thing. This rifle does also feature some gas escape holes. Right here and right over here, either side of the action. That just vents gas away from your eye in case of a catastrophic case head failure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Savage Mark II. As set up for open sight, iron sight, target shooting. I would show you another thing about the little diopters front sight. You're supposed to put the ring here. Let me get you a little better camera angle. Stand by. Something else neat about this rifle is that you can change your sight picture. If you can see down here, we have all sorts of different little inserts that can go inside this little front sight housing. And this front piece just unscrews, and you have a little insert. Boom. It's just a little piece of steel that just fits in there. You're supposed to be able to put the bullseye inside of this little circle and have equal light all around all sides of it, and line that up with your rear sight, and that's it. As you can see, this rear sight has a very small, teeny tiny little hole in it that's right up next to your eye. If that's too small of an aperture, then you can remove it, and you have a much bigger kind of ghost ring style sight. And you can be very precise with that. The aperture at the front also comes with several posts, various sizes, just depending on what discipline of target shooting you're doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For my particular case, I like the number 5 sight at the front, and that just lines up very perfectly with what I needed to do. Alright, let me get this rifle back together and I'll share a few more final thoughts. Alrighty folks, that about wraps us up quite nicely for the Savage Mark II. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. If you found value in our content, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and of course share with your friends. If you want to support our work more directly, we're a full-service gunsmith located in beautiful Pickens, South Carolina. And feel free to stop by our website at pinnaclemountaingunsmithing.com, where you can set up an appointment to come see us today. Hopefully we'll see you around. Bye.